Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Alright, I'll play a plains. Tap 1 for a mana vault. I'll tap mana vault for 3 to play an arcane signet.
That's a start.
Yeah, I'll say.
And I'll tap
begins.
one color white from signet.
Oswald. Yep. Turn one.
Oh
Hand.
boy.
Pass.
I'll draw and play Spar's headquarters. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. I will play an island. Tap it for 1. Cast Mystic Speculation without buying it back to Scry 3, and then that's it for me.
Cool.
I like what I see. I'll keep it on top like that.
Play planes and pass. Oh, that's cute. You can buy it back from the graveyard.
What's even better is that if I use Gale to cast it from my graveyard and I buy it back, I always have a sorcery in my hand, which is really good. Yeah, it's incredibly good in this deck.
I'll tap a color or white to sack my vault. Get a 2-drop. I will get a sunset pyramid, and then I'll pass.
Alright, untap and draw. I'm gonna save time by cycling an Ash Barrens into an island now. You got it. I'm gonna play this island and cast Fertile Ground on it.
Alrighty.
Fine. Go ahead.
Alright, tap and draw. Play a basic swamp, and I'm gonna make the table a little bit nice or happy for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, no I can't. That is not the proper amount of mana.
Oh,
and I need to be
excite me.
doing it. I gotta do another sorcery. It's not gonna really do much, so I have to wait. But I'll cast Scion, and then I'll pass. That's upsetting. I thought I had scried that 3 the other way around.
I'll play an island and a signet and pass.
Alright, at the end of your turn, I'll remove a brick counter to draw a card with my pyramid.
Sure.
My turn, draw. I'll play a plains. I'll tap white, play Sensei's tap, and then I'll tap a white to activate Oswald stacking top for 2-drop.
Okay, getting you a 2-drop, right?
Yeah, I'll get a mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get a retriever. I'll pass.
Okay, I'll untap and draw. Interesting. I will play this Rejuvenating Springs, and then I'm just gonna cast my commander and pass.
Yep. Okay, I'll untap and draw. That's the card I wanted. Did not realize it was below the one I had scried, but hey, we all learn here. Yeah, I'll take a turn off to do that. I'll pay 2, and I'm gonna feed the Swarm Oswald.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 damage. Alright, I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a Training Center and a Smothering Tide.
Alright.
Is that judge?
What's that, sir? Yeah. Pays to be a judge.
I'm gonna draw a card with my pyramid.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Alright.
And then I'm all set.
Alright, cool. I'll draw for turn.
Trigger.
I will not pay. I'll play a plains, and I'll tap 5 to cast Sky Sovereign Flagship.
Ooh, sweet.
Is this a vehicles deck?
This is good artifacts, I guess.
I mean, I don't mind playing against vehicles decks. I just thought it was kind of cool to have a commander like Oswald playing him.
If that's good, I'll select target. I'll select Tuvasa.
Well.
Okay. Tuvasa is gone.
And then I'll go to combat. I'll swing a 1/1 at you, Pendrex.
Suppose I deserve it. I'll take.
Then I'll pass.
Okay. I'll untap.
What's the boat screw cost? 3?
It's 3. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
draw. Yeah, you can make your treasure.
I also added the ship in here because it's lower. I mean, a flagship dude or airship dude. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
very cute.
City of Brass. I think I need a bit more mana before I can start. Before I can redeploy. I'm gonna tap 3 for a Dryad of the Elysian Grove.
Alright.
And I'll play Yavimaya Coast as second land for turn. And I'm gonna tap 2 for a Sanctum Weaver.
Alrighty.
And I'll pass.
Alright. Tap, draw. Play Swamp his land for 3. I'll tap 3 and play Gale. And that'll be my turn.
Type trigger for the.
Oh, no, I don't have the mana for it. You can make it.
My bad, sorry. Alright, untap, upkeep, drop. Oh, nice. I will play a Soul Ring, and I will play a Teferi, Master of Time.
There we go.
Very good. I will plus him to 4 to draw a card and then discard a card. I'll discard Deep Analysis.
I might need to put that in this deck. I need some more card draw.
I'm gonna cast the Deep Analysis from my graveyard. Lose 3, draw 2. 1, 2. Here's a land for turn, and then I will pass.
Oh,
Tithe.
You got it. We'll play another planes. I'll tap 4. I'll try to cast my commander.
Sure.
Passing on it. Yep.
I'm gonna I'm gonna crew my flagship. I'll go to combat. For attacks, I'm going to attack Teferi with the flagship.
Sure.
Attack trigger. I'm gonna shoot. Didn't think I'd get this far. We're gonna hit the Sanctum Weaver.
Cool. I'm gonna minus Teferi to phase out the flagship.
Okay.
There you go. Good play.
And then I'll play a Jeweled Amulet. And then I'll pass.
Untap. Draw.
Tithe.
You got it. Play this brush land. Tap 5 for Tuvasa.
Got it.
Don't have much of a choice, so I'm just gonna have to normal play this Beseiju. I will tap 3. I'll lose 1. And I will cast Imprisoned in the Moon on Oswald.
Perfect. That's righty.
I think I will. Alright, I think, yeah, that's fine.
You also triggers, right?
Yep, Tuvasa triggers, I'll draw a card.
Tithe.
You got it.
Sheesh,
Oh,
how many
mana.
of those tokens do you have?
I have 4 more, so
Oh.
y'all better start paying soon.
Swinging 2 at Teferi.
Sure, I'll plus Teferi in response. Draw a card, discard Savine's Reclamation, and Teferi will die.
Pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw trigger. Scion lets me look at the top 2. 1 goes to the graveyard. 1 goes to top. I will stick a Consuming Tide in the graveyard, put that on top and draw it. Oh boy. Not the greatest. Really want land here. But... Huh. How much would that do? Not a whole lot right now. So I think I'll just pass.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to cast an Enlightened Tutor.
With Lightning Tutor on the stack, do I want to do anything? No, you got it.
Let's get a... I'm going to Wild Research.
Sure.
Wild Research on top. Move to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw the research. Float 1, cast a Ledger Shredder.
Ledger Shredder's good.
Card.
Cast the Wild Research, trigger on the Shredder.
Yep. Trigger resolves.
Connive, I will draw and discard a Turnabout.
Hey, with Wild Research, what does it do again? You have to discard a card to search for a thing?
Like an
Yeah,
instant or-
1 and basically pay 2, search for an enchantment or instant, and put it into my hand, then discard a card at random.
Got it, got it.
And then I'll pass.
The end of your turn, I'm gonna draw a card. You can last for counter for my pyramid. So my turn. I will pay 2 on my upkeep to scry 1. Yeah, we'll take this. I'll draw for turn.
Tithe?
You can have it.
I know I've been missing some triggers, but that's my own fault.
Yeah, you can have it.
I'll just use dice, that's easier.
We'll play a Darksteel Citadel. I'll tap 2 to unexpectedly absent Imprisoned in the Moon.
With that on the stack, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna pay 2 mana, 2 blue. I'm gonna cast Counterspell targeting the whatever that one is putting it on top. Unexpectedly absent. I get a Gale trigger, and I'll use it to cast a sorcery out of my graveyard, which will be Feed the Swarm, and that will target the Smothering Tithe.
Alright, that's your second spell this turn, so Ledger Shredder will connive. I'll draw a card and discard a Blasphemous Act. And then, yeah, Tithe can die.
And then I'll take 4 life from that, and then Counterspell on that resolves and counters, and I will go 33.
I'll pay 3.
It is.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast
Now.
a Transmogrifying one.
Yep.
Ooh, sweet.
Get 3 counters.
That is your second spell, so Ledger Shredder will connive. I will
Wait, put that in this
draw.
deck.
I'll discard an island. It does not get a count.
And then I'll pay a white. We'll destroy Gale. And we'll give you a 2/4 Ox.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but I have nothing to do about that.
And then I'll pass.
Untap. Upkeep and draw. Let's tap 1, 2, and 3 for a Mesa Enchantress. Then I'll tap 1, 2, and 3 for an Aura of Silence.
Ledger Shredder.
Oh boy.
Happens.
A mountain.
2 triggers. Draw 2. Play Hull Gilead's Generosity as land for turn. And after... sorry. I'm gonna tap 2 and cast Jakai Naturalist. trigger on Mace Enchantress, I'll draw a card. And I'll play this tap green pool second land for turn. After that, I will pass turn.
Okay. Turn. Oh, you had to play stupid words. Boy. Alright, let me pay 2. Like this. I'm gonna cast Sea of the Truth. Play top 3, put 1 in my hand, rest on the bottom. I will choose that. Put these on the bottom in any order. Goes to the graveyard. I'll play a Bajuka Bog land for turn, targeting Aranar.
That seems reasonable. I will lose all this. That makes me very sad.
And then I will pay 2 mana for a shit. It's 2 more to cast it. Well, I will pay 1 in the blue to cast Epiphany at the Drown Yard. X equals 1. I reveal the top cards of my library.
I'll lose very
and,
soon.
and then one opponent chooses a pile to go to my hand, the other in the graveyard. So basically, I will let Ace Dagon choose whether I get an Archmage or a Knowledge Pool. Neither of which
Interesting.
I can really cast.
Wait, I choose the pile you get, or do you...
One pile to go into my
One
hand.
goes to his hand, the other goes to the grave.
Okay.
I'm fine with getting rid of those on top anyway, because I am mana screwed right now.
I guess I'll have the knowledge pool go to hand.
Sure. That goes graveyard. Okay. Alright, pass turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to activate Wild Research. Search for an enchantment. Let's get that. It's Teferi's Ageless Insight.
Okay.
Great card.
And then I need a card between 1 and 4, please. This is 1, this is 4.
3.
Goodbye, Underworld Breach.
I am fine with that going to the graveyard.
Not nearly as good now that his graveyard's gone.
Yeah,
it was like searching for a way to get rid of graveyard. Yeah, I had it.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I'm going to... Let's see what's the best way to do this. I'm going to cast Wear, targeting the Aura of Silence.
You mean Tear?
Tear, yes, that one.
Okay. Hey Oswald, can we make a deal?
What?
If I use this to blow up the research instead of anything on your board, will you leave my board alone just for this one turn?
Okay. We can do
Okay.
it.
I'll blow up the research.
Sure, Research instead. I will cast the Ageless Insight. Ledger Shredder connives. Draw, I'll discard Imprisoned in the Moon. Ledger Shredder gets bigger. And I will run myself out of cards in my hand. I will play a land for turn and play Containment Construct.
Okay.
My turn?
No cards left in hand. Pass turn.
I'm gonna check. You cast the counter spell, right? Pendrax?
On that other spell that you cast, yes.
Yeah, I think I put it on top of my library. Okay, so this just goes to your
It would go to your graveyard. Yeah, that goes to your
I'm sorry, I was on autopilot.
Sorry.
I will pay 2 though to scry with my pyramid. Whole bottom, and I'll draw for turn.
Keeping that enchanted and keeping it a land right now is the most important thing.
I'll tap 1 for a Weathered Wayfarer.
I have managed to get quite a few lands in play. Only 1 card in hand, but quite a few lands in play.
We'll tap a white to activate my wand, destroying my Mirror Trooper.
Okay.
I'll get back Sensei's Top, but also a 2/4.
I was really hoping that wand would blow up the Ledger Shredder. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure it will eventually.
I got more ticks. One more tick. I will tap the docks and the Weathered Wayfarer to crew the, and then I'll attack edhrec with the ship.
It's a 5/5.
Yes.
6/5, I think.
6/5.
I can block it.
Attack trigger.
Attack trigger. Yep.
I'm gonna hit the containment construct.
Yep. So I'll take 6.
This goes. I'll pay. I'll pay colorless to cast the Sensei's Top, and then I'll pass.
Trigger on the Shredder.
Yep.
Draw 2. Discard lands.
Then that'll be it.
I'll untap. I'm gonna keep him and activate Heliod's Hall of Generosity and put Aura of Silence back on top of my deck. Draw it for turn.
Sigh.
I will cast the Hall. Not the Hall, cast the Aura.
I will Mana Drain that.
Woo, that's what I'm
Alright.
talking about.
Because I really don't. I'm out of cards in hand, and if I lose my
wasn't gonna get around to you. I wasn't gonna immediately use it to destroy up the Teferi's Ageless Insight.
I'm fine leaving it be.
fair enough.
If it's not coming at me.
Well, it wasn't you countered it.
That lets me spend next turn to catch up on mana
Yeah.
because I'm way behind.
I will draw 2. All right.
Yeah, no,
I will.
I'm just hoping. I have no cards in hand, so if this Ageless Insight goes away, I am out of the game.
Play this one, Slipteeth.
Let's say Sunko is probably the biggest threat now.
I mean, only 2 cards in hand.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
That ways to
accurate or
draw
not.
cards, though.
Or hopefully. I'll tap 3. I'll leave this up in case we decide we want to crack it later. I'll tap 3, 4. And I'm gonna cast a Ley Line of Anticipation.
Shredder Knives, discard an island.
Yep. I'll draw 1 and hope it's an enchantment.
You draw an additional
that-
of Ageless, right? From the connive.
What's that, sorry? Yeah, I did.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm drawing 2, discarding 1.
Pass after that.
Alright. Untap draw. What are the power of your creatures over there, Sunko?
We got an 0-2, a 6-6, a 2-4, and a 2-2.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get some artifacts out before I get locked down by that stupid enchantment again. I'll play a Soul Ring.
Really
Yeah.
just hoping to get rid of Ageless Insight. That's the thing that's scaring me at the moment.
Can I
Yep.
draw 2, discard Mystic Sanctuary?
Tap a swamp to activate the signet for blue-black. I'll cast a Demir Charm. What's the scariest creature over there? Does the 0-2 do?
The 0-2 is whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you may draw a card.
Yeah, I'll blow that up.
I'll respond.
Sure.
I'm going to tap and cast a Bear Umbra targeting her.
Okay, with Bear Ember on this deck, I'll pay 3. I'll cast Forbidden Alchemy. Top 4. 1 in my hand. Graveyard. Hill. That's slightly upsetting. I guess I will. I want that more than anything else, I think. Yeah, put that in my hand, and I'll put an Exotic Orchard, Essence Scatter, and Mind Stun to the graveyard.
Mhm.
And then Demir Charm will attempt to destroy it, but
First I have to.
oh, I was
draw
targeting a
triggers
different
to
creature.
resolve.
Never mind. Okay, you're good.
No, it is targeting that creature, but first I had 2 draw triggers to resolve.
Mhm.
Then, yeah, it attempts to destroy Mesa Enchantress and Totem Armor destroys
Right.
instead. Unfortunately, not quite enough to put it out of Totem Armor.
Not quite.
Not enough to make it fizzle entirely.
Alright. Last thing I'll do is I'll play a land for turn and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. I will play an island. I get 3 mana from the mana drain.
Mhm.
I will use 2 of that to cast Ghost of Ramirez.
Yep.
And I will use 1 to transmute a Muddle the Mixture.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what card that's gonna get.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know this
I'm
deck,
not
so
sure
I have no
exactly
idea.
what it is.
That's what I always get with it.
It seems like the smart choice, but is there? Just want to make sure there's not something better. We'll say. I think I'm just gonna get a Faithful Mending.
Okay.
Faithful Mending. Alright. Very respectable.
I will cast the
A
Mending.
bunch of cards.
Draw 4, discard 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will discard Sea of Clouds and Vanquish the Horde.
Okay.
With that on the stack, actually, Ledger Shredder Connives. So I messed up. I messed up the way that that should have gone. I can rewind it, or let me see. So we had this was the card in my hand, so it would have been draw 2, discard, Vanquish the Horde, draw 4, discard 2. Sorry about doing that out of order.
You got it.
But we will lose. Sea of Clouds and Clifftop Retreat. Have I played land this turn? No. So sorry, Sea of Clouds and Jeskai Ascendancy, Clifftop Retreat and Jeskai Ascendancy. Play Sea of Clouds. Sorry about that. I am all set. Pastor.
So do we
My
still
bad.
think I'm the scariest one, Gale?
At
Not anymore.
At the end of your turn,
Okay.
I'm gonna put a white counter on my Jeweled Amulet.
Yep.
And then I'll also activate my tap. Put it like upkeep. My upkeep, I will scry with my pyramid for 2. 1, 2, dump the bottom, and then go to draw for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I tap my City of Brass. I need to lose life.
And I believe, I think everyone has more lands than me. I'm gonna pay white to try to activate. I'll pay white to activate Weathered Wafer.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I'll get.
You got the bounce land in there?
No, I don't have any bounce.
Sad.
But I guess that's good tech.
Yeah.
It's I presume it's a champ. We'll get a War Room.
Okay.
And then I'll play it as land for turn. Then I'll pay 3. I'll pay a white. We'll activate the Transmogrifying Wand. I'll hit the Ledger Shredder.
Heck bless.
And then you
Is
get,
it exiled or
no,
destroyed?
just destroyed. Then you get the 2/4 Axe. I'll pay 2 and play an Unlicensed Hearse.
It's a neat card.
Then I'll pay I'll pass up that.
Okay. I'll untap. Would you let me activate the hall to get back the aura of silence to then blow up the Teferi's Aegis Insight?
I don't think I can do that.
No, this is talking to Aston because he can hearse away anything I target.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's me.
right back.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think I can let you do that.
I have no more card draw in play, so Insight isn't doing much right now.
You got card draw in the graveyard.
It's fair. I do have
Doesn't Faithful flashback? And
yeah, but I'll
it doesn't
probably do
your
that.
commander.
That's an instant, so I can probably do that in response.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to lessen the bleeding here.
you getting the enchantment represents card draw, but also removal at the same time. So I don't think I can let you do that.
I mean, I can just cast enchantments from my hand.
You can.
That part's fine. I want the one that gets rid of the Teferi's Aegis
But the
Insight.
fact that it's like repeatable removal is a little fortunate.
I mean, you can exile it as soon as I'm done with this. I just want to use it this one time to get rid of the Aegis Insight. I'm not saying let it live forever. I'm just saying if you'll let me recast it
too much
once.
too much of a position, too much of a commanding
Okay.
position.
Okay, I'll just draw a normal card for turn. I'll play this Forest land for turn. Then I'll tap 1, 2, and 3 to cast a Smothering Tithe.
I'm gonna respond to that.
2 triggers on stack.
I'm going to see floating 1, flashback the mending.
Mhm.
Gain 2, draw 4, discard 2. The 2 I will discard will be Archmage, Ascension, and Circular Logic, and then I will cast Circular Logic for its madness on the Tithe. So counter target spell unless you pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I'll pact it.
I will guardianship the pact.
Alright, pact has been guardianshipped.
I should have guardianship the tithe, so you'd have to pay, but too late.
Smothering goes to the bin. I draw my 2 cards. Okay, then I will play Bark Channel Pathway as my second land for turn, and I will pass. He appears gonzo presently.
That's alright, we can give Pendrix a minute. They'll probably come back.
Yeah.
So, haven't really played Teferi's Ageless Insight before. It's a new edition, but it seems to be pulling its weight.
Yeah, it seems to be doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, and before I regret my decisions. There's too much room for me to think too much about it.
Offer stands. Can still do it. It's not too late.
How many cards do you have, Arnar?
In hand, 4.
Honest amount.
Sorry about that.
I have 2 in case that influences you.
It's your turn, Ben.
Is it? Okay.
Mm.
For turn. 3.
Honestly, all these oxes bopping around make Ramirez a lot worse.
Alright.
Wherever he goes, he's just bumping into cows.
I'll cast again.
We love our cattle here.
Is Gale okay?
Sure.
Yeah, Gale's good with me.
Okay. Thinking here. What's in graveyards right now?
A whole lot of stuff.
I have 3 things. Mana Rock, removal spell.
I have a whole bunch. I can run through it all if you want.
Okay. How many of them are mana rocks?
None of them are mana rock.
I know you have Mana Vault in your graveyard.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, do be aware there's an unlicensed Hearst on the field, so target things in graveyards at your own risk.
Your own peril.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think I will just pay 4 mana and play a creature instead. I'll play Wizards of Day.
Ooh, sweet.
Great card.
That's a cool one. Haven't
And
seen
then I
that.
will pass.
Cool. Untap. I am going to cast. Let's see. 2, 3. Going to cast a Dak Faden.
Alright.
Is that the
I will.
Or is that a creature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna plus stack to draw 2.
Hold on,
discard
hold
them.
priority. Hold
Sorry.
priority.
Dak on the stack.
No, Deck's not on the stack. His activation is on the stack.
Dak activation on the stack.
Deck activation on the stack.
on the stack.
Still, I will still offer you the same thing, Oswald. If I can stop him from drawing 2 extra cards here, if you just let me blow it up.
Alright, go for it.
Okay. I will activate Hall of Gilead's Generosity to put Aura of Silence on top of my deck.
Sure.
Mhm.
Then I will tap 2. No, not 2. Tap 1 to cast a Metamorphic Alteration targeting Gale. 2 card draws on the stack.
So you're just making Gale a copy of itself?
No, I'm making Gale a copy of something when it
Probably
resolves and
another
enters.
cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen.
Alright, yeah, I would like it to be a 2/4 Ox.
Sure.
Alright, then I will draw my 2. Well, technically I draw the 2 beforehand, but you'll know how this works. I will tap 2 to cast an Argothian enchantress, and I will tap 2 to cast the Aura of Silence.
Sure.
Trigger, draw 2. Then I will blow up Aura of Silence, targeting the Fairy's Aegis Insight.
Respond with an Is It Charm to draw 2, discard 2.
That happens.
Becomes draw 4, discard 2. I'm going to lose a Increasing Vengeance and a Plains. And then Teferi's Aegis Insight dies. Then Dak Faden goes off. Draw 2, discard 2. I will lose Nezahal and a Path to Exile.
Mhm.
I will land for turn. Will be Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
Hey,
Not
that's a good one.
likely to do much with hearse out.
Yeah. fan
And
of that card.
I will also play a Mystic Remora.
Yeah, good card against me.
And I will pass turn.
Can I see what's in your
Because there's
graveyard?
no one,
Arno?
no one that I can really hit with Ghost with all of these cows running around.
Can I see
Hey,
what's
mine's
in
a
your
nymph.
grave, Arno?
Yeah, we have Path to Exile, Nezahal, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Land, Increasing Vengeance, Is It Charm, Fierce Guardianship, Circular Logic, Archmage Ascension, Ledger Shredder, Jeskai Ascendancy, Land, Vanquish the Horde, Muddle the Mixture, Land, Monodrain Land, Containment Construct, Imprisoned in the Moon, Wear Tear, Wild Research, Underworld Breach, Swords to Plowshares.
It's a bit.
I will activate hers. I think we'll hit the Increasing Vengeance and the Mana Drain of your groove.
Sure, they're gone.
And then I'll get 2 counters. And then afterwards, I'll tap for 3 and a life to activate Worm counter. Then I'll go upkeep, bottomless. I'll drop the 1, 2, 8. I think you have more than 8 lands, Sunoco?
Oh yeah, for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm gonna activate Weather Vapor. We're gonna get Inventor's Fair.
Okay.
Can you verify that I didn't play land this turn?
You didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I'll play Inventor's. I'll tap 3. Play Scrap Trawler.
Mm.
I will brew my ship with the Scrap Trawler.
Mhm.
I'll go to combat.
Mhm.
Gonna swing flagship.
Okay.
Attack trigger.
Nope. Yep. Back trigger.
I think I'll hit the Full Art Enchantress. Misa Enchantress.
Oh, well, let me briefly try to talk you out of it. Very briefly. There is a deck in your artifact deck. Don't know if that was a compelling argument, but putting it out there.
I mean, I don't think artifacts are particularly useful for
No, I'm nothing you have is something that I'm super interested in stealing.
I mean, him taking the hearse just means that he's allowed to access his own graveyard all of a sudden, free reign in the graveyard deck.
But I can activate it in response, and you're right in that I don't know what exactly is like important for him in their deck, but
Yeah, I'm just doing my due diligence to try and talk you about it. You're fully free to tell me to get F'd and this dies.
I still say tell him to get after and let it die.
okay, wait.
Because you can't kill the enchantress, so.
I have 3 cards in hand if that's what you're curious about.
How many cards in your hand, Arnar?
I have 3.
3. Okay, yeah, I think I'll go ahead with that. And then, yeah, 6 damage going your way. Then we'll...
You're right, yeah. 32.
I'll have to step for that.
You're gonna step in a tap 2 and flash in the Starfield Mystic. Untap. Oh, sorry, lose 1 for City Brass. Upkeep. Move to draw step, then I have to level with Oswald again. So here's the up down. I have a Bolliged Recovery in my hand, and I can cast things that flash. So the way that I'm seeing this play out is I activate Hall of Heliod's Generosity to try to get a thing. You use Hearse to exile it. I then spend another 3 mana to Bolliged Recovery it. Then I cast it. End result is I still cast it. Suddenly you're down the Hearse activation. There's 2 other graveyard decks. Or you can just let me cast the Bolliged Recovery, and I promise not to activate Hall of Heliod's Generosity this turn, and we both end up ahead.
Oh, what might you be getting with this?
The Bear Umbra.
Ooh,
That seems real good.
that seems good.
I mean, I
But
feel like
before I get
making-
another one, I mean, honestly, I'm fine with any of the enchantments in my graveyard currently.
Making them spend
Any of them. are
the
cool.
Bolliged Recovery might still be a good use of the hearse.
No, to be clear, I am. That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
could
you
just
can.
shortcut me activating the Hall, and I just cast the ball again.
Yeah, paying attacks to cast the Bolliged. I mentally like see you having a really good board state here in comparison, but
So like, let me clarify.
like you're gonna get it. Yeah.
Assuming I don't get countered, I will get it, and so then it will become untapped. So me tapping mana is irrelevant. I want you to have the Hearth step because there's 2 other graveyard decks I'm scared of.
Yeah, but that also
That's
means,
really
like,
what this is about.
That also means like assuming like you're also going to need to like have interaction, right? Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for it.
Some onus on you to like.
Casting enchantments is in fact how I do that.
It is.
That's my shtick.
It is, but like I'm also thinking like, oh, I don't want you to have unlimited power to just recoup a bunch of resources at little cost. So I think adding attacks.
Would you rather I get the Aura of Silence and use it to blow up the Mystic or more? Because that is a thing that is quite painful for me.
I don't know. Okay, wait. I'm gonna ask the table. I know. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you, Arnar, because that's kind of.
Yeah.
But Pendrick, what do you think?
My deck is currently shut off right now. It doesn't matter what you do.
Oh no, I'm not good at making decisions for myself. Okay.
You want my honest opinion? I say don't take the deal. Let him waste his spells to try to get things back.
I'll be honest, I am less of a graveyard deck than I am a like discard synergy deck. I've got some recursion, but it's a little, especially with the Underworld Breach gone, with the Underworld Breach in the graveyard, it's more about like getting triggers off of discarding stuff than it is about playing out of my graveyard.
Yeah, but like
You say that. Your commander that you have out is designed to do that.
Wait, let me read. I'm sorry. Let me read Ramirez. I don't know what it does. Remember, deals damage. Up to 1 turn card from graveyard. Discard.
And you have a Hall of Heliod's Generosity on board, same as
That's
me.
fair. I forgot about the Hall. I forgot about the Hall because the Hearse was out. But you're right with the Hall. That argument's kind of invalid.
All right. I'm going to. Okay, we're gonna roll some die. Not to take away any responsibility from myself, but I truly.
No, that's fine. You just don't know, so you're just gonna that's fine.
So if I roll odds, I'm gonna try to take some stuff from your graveyard, Senko. If I don't, then we're gonna keep it up. Odds.
Okay.
All right.
That's enough.
The odds. We're gonna try to.
Which one was that?
3. We're gonna try to snag the Bear Umbra and the.
Is this in response to the recovery, or is this before it?
Oh,
I haven't cast anything
yet. You haven't done anything yet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was super ready to just let you activate it.
I don't have priority actually. I don't believe.
I don't know.
I mean,
There's something.
you can say in response to you going to your draw step.
True.
I think I'd want to do something first.
Yeah, but there's a late.
Yeah, you do, to be clear.
Yeah.
You definitely do. Okay. Yeah, I'll activate Hall targeting Bear Umbra. If you're gonna make me fight for it, I'm gonna choose the Bear Umbra.
Yeah, and I'm gonna choose to exile the Bear Umbra.
Okay. In response, I will tap 3 and attempt to cast Spell Get Recovery targeting the Bear Umbra.
Yep.
Sorry, I
draw
did
a
not
card,
mean to intentionally lead y'all astray there. I literally shortcut the fact that I have the Hall because the Hearse was out.
No, it's okay.
All good.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, and I'm responsible.
Don't forget I'm ignoring the fish, so you get to fish.
Yes, hauling back the Underworld Breach would be very bad, and you should be afraid of that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm grabbing Bear Umbra.
I'll get a counter.
And then I will go to my draw step and draw a card. Let's play this Atakar Waste line number uno for a turn. Tap 2 to cast the Bear Umbra, targeting my commander.
Remora trigger?
Hold on that, I have to think.
I missed out on recovery, but that's fine. My fault.
No, you can get it. You can get it.
Okay, so recovery trigger,
Mhm.
and the Umbra trigger.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Ooh,
Then I have 1, 2, just 2 draws. Yeah, Mesa isn't good at no. I will tap and cast the cedh enchanter.
Okay.
Let's go to combat. I will declare Tuvasa going at, let's say, Dak Faden.
Sure.
Rigor. I'm gonna
How
float
big is
3
it?
mana, untap. 1 sec. Just resolving triggers for Rigor blocks.
No worries.
I will do anything with that 3 mana actually. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna activate Hall of Heliod's Generosity, and I'm going to put Aura of Silence. I'm not going to. That was exiled. Crit my ability to blow up Underworld Breach, I guess. I will put a Smothering Tithe back on top. No, I don't need to tap those. I had 3 mana floating. Like that. Then we will go to blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's a 10/10.
Any trample or anything?
No
Cool.
keywords other than
Take
total.
that.
700. Yeah, I have nothing else to do on my turn. I'll pass.
Can I ask how many cards are in everyone's hand?
2 for me.
I have 5.
I have 4.
5. All right, untap. Upkeep. My commander is still my commander, even though it's an Ox, so I still get the Scion trigger.
And you can still do commander damage if you can hit someone 11 times with that off.
Draw this. Play an island per turn. Okay.
Oh,
This
I
is gonna be very
interesting.
I'm gonna pay blue-black using, I guess just it. I'm going to cast Enigmatic Betrayal with a discount from Wizards.
Mr. Cremora?
Okay, draw.
Cool.
So this reads: all cards from all opponents' cards. I may cast any of those cards this turn and spend mana as though mana of any color to cast those cards. At the beginning of the next end step, those cards go back to their owner's graveyards, and they exile it on resolution, or exile this on resolution.
That seems
what
bad,
are
but
instants and sorceries in your graveyard,
Try to
Arnar? I
clear
just
the
want to
board.
know how
That's
problematic Wizards of Thay is.
I have Path to Exile, Is It Charm, Guardianship, Circular Logic, Vanquish the Horde, Muddle the Mixture,
Okay.
Wear Tear, and Swords as my instants and sorceries.
All cards. I can cast anything.
Yeah.
No, I know, they just only asked about instances.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out how bad Wizards of Thay is.
I don't have a good response to this right now, but
I
that's
promise that both you and Instagram will not get targeted by this.
You say that there's a lot of things that target a lot of people in there, including potentially just winning with good old Underworld Breach. I think I have to just start frantically casting spells and hoping for the best here.
And you might draw me into an answer by doing that.
That's my plan at least. Okay, I'm going to tap 1. Not a lot I can do to hurt Gale's board before this resolves, but I will, I guess, Minimus Containment the Wizards of Thay. Maybe that'll reduce the damage a little. I have 3 draw triggers. Yeah, cast enchantment.
Enchant on permanent, sacrifice this artifact, a treasure. Okay, it turns to a treasure.
Yeah, it's a treasure. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
2,
sure.
3. Let's tap 1 to cast a Heuristic Study.
Okay.
The girl draw 2. Well, that helps me at least.
Oh wait, I can respond. Hang on a minute. Cast
Yeah,
sorcery
you
spells
can
in instance.
Well,
Hang on a second. So I might have
yeah.
a response.
You want me to put these cards back on top?
Yeah,
I can't cast anything from my
what reduces
graveyard right now.
response?
So you're
Okay.
good. You're good. That's fine.
Keep going? Okay. I will go ahead and tap 2 to cast Sterling Grove.
Okay, you're stuff past shroud. Yep.
Remora?
I'll draw 2. You got it. Tap 1 for Stony Silence.
Okay. In response, I will float
Remora?
blue black 1.
Mhm.
Don't
I will
phase.
draw 2. Neat. I will tap 1 for Karmic Justice.
Okay.
Remora?
Yep, you're getting all these. 1, 2.
Yeah.
1 for Enchantress's Presence. I'll draw 2.
In response to the Remora trigger, I am going to cast a Mystical Tutor. What do I?
Okay.
Let's
I'm gonna respond to the Mystical Tutor.
Sure.
With
My bad. Mystical Tutor on the stack.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I'm going to Fairy's Protection.
Sure.
Okay.
I will draw off of the Remora, and you can get the draw from the Heuristic Study off of the Tutor. I'm gonna put a Deflecting Swat on top of my deck, and then I draw it off of the last Remora trigger.
Okay.
Then I phase out and I'm done responding.
Okay. Might go back on the stack.
Have 4 billion cards.
Okay. And it does still exile Suncode's graveyard, even though he's not in play. His graveyard is still in the game.
Yeah, my graveyard is still
Or
yours.
plus cards from your graveyard. Yes, including Fairy Inspection. Which is
No,
kind of
that
cute.
exiles itself.
Oh, it does exile itself. Okay, cool. The Demonic Trail resolves.
All right.
now-
This could take a
And
second.
because your Stony Silence is not in play,
Yeah, Stone Silence is gone too.
so I don't
as
have
well
the
as
graveyard.
you also have for the moment Gale and Wizards of Thay
Yes.
back.
Correct. All right, and I have 3 mana floating from the activation of my artifacts. So first things first, I'm going to use one of the 3 floating. I'll use the color side floating to cast the Mana Vault out of Astagon's graveyard. There's the Mana Vault. I'm going to then have 2 mana, which is blue-black. What else we have in here? I'm going to cast the, for the last 2 mana, I'm going to cast Underworld Breach out of Aranar's graveyard.
You've got a breach.
There's my Breach copy. Got this mana left over here. Anything that else is not an instant or sorcery that I can cast right now?
Is that a question you're asking us?
Yeah.
I have Nezahal, Teferi's Ageless Insight, Archmage Ascension, Ledger Shredder, Jeskai Ascendancy, Containment Construct, Imprisoned in the Moon, Wild Research as my non-instant sorceries.
And Astagon just has the Mega Retriever and what else?
Wait, what are you asking for?
I delete have. Okay, so your graveyard's not of use to me. What about you, Sunko? What do you have in your graveyard that I can cast? Oh, this exiles itself. Pact of Negation, Mason Enchantress, Alligator Recovery, and Sanctum Weaver. Okay. That
Not
doesn't
the
really do me any
most exciting of cards.
No, that's okay.
Gotta say.
good. I do have the ability to cast things from my graveyard, and I believe I will first use this 1, 2, and I'll exile, I guess, Mindstone for the third one, and spend 1 dual mana to cast See the Truth out of my graveyard. There is a Gale trigger.
Yeah.
No, sorry, from my hand. It does not count. So I will straight up just put 3 cards into my hand.
Yep, as one does.
3, and that exiles itself.
Mystical Mora trigger.
Go for it.
Yeehaw.
Tap the Mana Vault for 3, and add another black. Cast Aetherflux Reservoir.
That's not good.
I will go ahead and
What's Storm count?
currently, let's see, you've cast a bunch of spells this turn, but it doesn't count anything you've cast. I've cast Aetherflux, Mana Vault, the Breach, See the Truth, and that's it. So 4 spells
Mnemonic
right now.
Betrayal.
Yeah, so 5. So right now it's at 5. So the next spell I cast would gain me 6 life.
Yep.
Play a land for turn since I have one. I will go to combat, and I will declare Wizards of Thay as an attacker.
Sure.
I'm gonna have a Myriad trigger, and I will hold my priority before damage is dealt, so that I have my instant sorceries are 3 less now at the moment. Okay, giant
Is
in combat.
my version attacking me or Dak?
Yours will be attacking deck, I guess. That being said, I will go ahead and probably exile Essence Scatter, Archmage, and Counterspell out of my graveyard with Breach to cast Epiphany at the Drown Yard for a single blue mana. X is going to equal, let's see, so 3 less, 4 less. So it's going to equal 4, and I'll get a trigger on Reservoir for 6, so I'll gain 6 life.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will target Aranar with piles again. That goes to my graveyard, so I will reveal the top 4. Biblioplex, Island, Calculated Dismissal, Infernal Grasp. And do I separate them into piles? Yes, I do. I will do them like this. There's my piles. Actually, that. There we go.
That's a grasp. I'm sorry. What's the other one?
Infernal Grasp, Biblioplex, an Island, and Calculated Dismissal.
You can have the Infernal Grasp.
Okay, so that power goes in my hand. These go to the yard.
Not that it really matters with a Breach out.
1, 2, 3.
Do I get the draw off with Remora for the spell you cast?
Yeah, you're drawing over. That's
Cool.
I will cast the Epiphany again out of my graveyard with Breach. Another 4, gaining 7 life. 7.
LED
And
is
then
banned in mid, right?
1,
Just sanity check.
2, 3. Yeah.
It's not and in mid, but it would be hard to justify in
Yeah,
all of the most
got it.
extreme of circumstances.
Carry on.
Alright, so I will choose
Probably some Muldrotha decks, it's fine.
Shipwreck Marsh, Recall, and
If you're not abusing
Pile.
LED, it's not a good card.
I'll do this as piles. Same person's going to choose, so I have Recall, Shipwreck Marsh, Sunken Hollow, and Collective Brutality in its own pile.
Let me remind myself what Brutality does.
Sure. I have to discard a card to its cost, basically.
And then what's the blue card in the other pile, sorry?
XX blue, choose and discard X cards in your hand, then return that many cards from your graveyard to your hand, and Recall gets exiled.
You can keep the Brutality, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, because I have it in my hand. Okay.
I should have done the Brutality because of the land, but too late. Oh well.
I'll pay a single blue mana. That goes back to my graveyard. And from my graveyard, I will cast a Forbidden Alchemy, exiling 2 lands and calculated dismiss.
How are you casting from your graveyard?
Breach.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I will gain 8 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forbidden Alchemy will resolve. Top 4. Alright, I will put this card into my hand, and I will put a Reliquary Tower, Factor Fiction, and Brawl into the graveyard. Forbidden Alchemy will resolve. And then I will pay a single black mana after that, and cast a Collective Brutality at flash speed, escalating it twice. Biblioplex Profane Tutor is what I discard, so I'll choose all 3 modes. It's being copied, so I don't get the extra triggers, but I will gain 9 life off the first cast, and I do have a Gale trigger that I can cast an instant from my graveyard if I have one that I can afford, which I don't think I do at the moment. I do not. So I will gain another 9 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brutality. I will choose target opponent reveals their hand. I can choose an instant or sorcery card and have it discard that card. I will then choose the lose 2 life, gain 2 life, and -2 targets. I will go ahead and choose to.
Don't forget Oswald does exist presently. Oh,
yeah,
no,
I will go
just-
ahead and shrink Oswald by -2 because that will kill him, right?
Oh, right, because you phased out. Or, the enchantment, right?
All right, and then I will have Aranar reveal your hand, and then choose a non-land card, instant or sorcery, and have you discard it.
Trigger on the Remora.
Sure.
I'm gonna reflecting swap that, so Courage has to discard.
What am I
Sure.
doing?
So you get to choose a target.
Wait, I'm confused.
Don't forget,
What am
Here's
I
one side, I could just do
negation
it, Aranar.
card.
I think I'm gonna do that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I have Sunko on the breach there.
What am I choosing?
Shit, no, you have a freaking Stony Sounds. I can't activate it. Fuck.
Yep.
Silence isn't in play, right?
No, but
Until his
it-
next turn, but
yeah.
I can't just light him. So
yeah,
I'm actually going
as soon
to
as he's able to target me.
I'm gonna activate Flex now, targeting Aranar. Paying 50 life.
Alright. I am going to
Whew.
cast a mission briefing. Scry 2, then choose an instant or sorcery in my graveyard. I can cast that card this turn. If that card would put into graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Scry 2, get Malevolent Hermit and Dress Down, and I'm going to choose Deflecting Swat. And I will cast Deflecting Swat to change the target to Pendrax.
I
do hate
can't
to
do
break
anything.
it to you. I have a Pact of Negation.
Oh,
in my
yeah,
graveyard.
you cast Pact of Negation. Oh yeah, I'll cast your Pact of Negation and gain life off of the Aetherflex.
Unlimited.
And I will also hold prior to Pact of Negation and cast your Fierce Guardianship targeting Deflecting Swat out of your graveyard. You gain another 11 life.
Targeting
So
what out of
I'll-
my graveyard?
Yeah, so 20 total. I'll cast the Pact targeting the Deflecting Swat, and then in response to it, I will cast Fierce Guardianship targeting your Deflecting Swat, which will no longer force me to pay the Pact trigger. I forgot
Sure.
they were
I will
Each
get
one's
graveyard.
gain the life.
right. Exactly.
2 triggers on Remora.
You may draw.
Anything? That might. Alright, that'll all resolve. Deflecting Swat is countered. Do we have anything? I have a giant hand of cards, and they're all sorcery speed. Psych Rift isn't gonna save me here. Let's Prismari Command.
Okay.
I've got 1 floating. I'm gonna choose to make a treasure, draw 2, discard 2.
Okay.
Draw 2,
A respectable play.
discard a couple of lands.
I wonder if I cast Roofing Tutor with the Breach.
Cast what, sorry?
If you cast this card from your hand, you can suspend it, but I think if it's in your graveyard, you can pay the 3 exiles to tutor. Am I correct?
I don't think you can cast it at all.
No,
It's
because
not
it has
cast
no
at all.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well.
I don't think I have anything. I think that is game for me.
All right. Cannot believe I got there with it. All right.
Well done.
So,
Been a
Vitality
wild
target no longer has a target. Fizzles. The other one, target opponent loses 2 and I gain 2, so I'll just hit Ace the Gun with that, and I'll drag you for 2 and I'll gain 2.
Underworld
Good game. Thank you all.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Game.
Yeah, GG.
And then you still have these attacking you, so you have a 3/3 coming at you, Ace the Gun.
I'll
As
put
it
my
stands.
2-4.
Okay,
I'll
sure.
take it.
All right, and then the copies of Wizard's Exile, that goes away. I will proceed to my end step and lose the Breach. Well, I lost the Breach anyway because Aranar died.
Mhm.
On your
Um,
end step,
You keep,
I'm gonna activate War Room.
and your graveyards do return at your end step. So anything that I
Yep.
did cast, I believe goes to
That
exile.
returned as you cast it.
Yeah.
Wait, then you may cast those cards this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, but there is-
If you
Yeah,
cast
that's-
it, it goes back to its owner's graveyard.
Okay, I couldn't cast them twice. All right, because that would have changed things. But all right.
All right. I'm headed out. In y'all.
Alright, thanks
Alright,
for the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Alright, am I go now? Is it?
I believe it is.
Alright, I'll untap. So mana wall. I'll gain a life from Inventor's Fair.
There is a way in this deck to gain infinite life with this card, but you have to be able to. It's really hard to do. Really hard to do.
I'll start off by I'll play a Sun Scorched Ruins. ETB, I will sack the War Room and the Darkstone. Then I'll tap Sun Scorched Ruins for 4. Yeah, Sun Scorched Ruins for 4. I'll sacrifice my Inventor's Fair to look for an artifact.
Mhm. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Winter Orb here.
Hmm.
No, I don't think
There's gotta be one in there, right?
No, there's no Winter Orb in there.
Oh, man. It's the best
Winter
card in
Orb would
Oswald.
be very bad because Tuvasa lets me untap my lands.
Oh, that's true, yeah. At least most of your creatures are tiny.
They are. They're fairly tiny. Other than, Tuvasa.
Yeah, exactly. I've got one of my win conditions in play, and that's the laser beam, so we'll see where I get. But once Gale gets enchanted again, it's gonna be a lot harder for me to do anything. If these two are still enchanted, which this will turn back into a treasure. I think it's your turn.
Which, notably, you can't crack.
No, yeah. The Mnemonic Betrayal was a bad card.
Oh, has anyone said Mnemonic Betrayal's a bad
I've
card?
heard it
It's
many
like
times.
I'll get
it's a
something.
CEDH staple. It's an
I've
excellent
played it
card.
in this deck. It's amazing. You get to play with your opponent's cards. And all of them, for that matter.
I'll get sculpting still.
Making a copy of the edhrec. Do it. Do it. We're gonna hold guns to each other's, man.
Roll 3, cast it.
Yep.
I'll play Basalt Monolith.
You gain 1 life.
I think
You
it's as far
can't-
as it goes.
You have to activate now.
And full disclosure, if you want to activate the hearse, I would do it now. Yeah.
We'll tap, or yeah, we're already screwed. We'll play Cloud Key.
What's your
Any
name?
artifacts, I assume.
More than likely.
Yeah, we'll name artifact. Yeah, I'll just.
Use artifacts now or forever hold your peace. Okay, I'll phase in.
Wait, no, not yet. You have how many cards in hand? I guess you have a lot, but.
I have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand.
Okay, yeah, there's no way I'm winning after this. Oh,
I'll give you freebies. 6 of them are lands.
really?
Yeah.
We'll be okay. We'll see.
I still think I'll be able to win, but
Yeah,
you know, I
I'll
do have to
pass.
rely on the luck of the deck somewhat. Okay, on tap.
I needed a copy turned out in this deck. I was wasting on mana.
Imprisoned in the Moon dies to state-based action.
Yep.
Uh,
And then get enchanted as does
and
Wizards.
Starfield Mystic gains a counter as a result. I'm going to activate the Hall of Heliod's Generosity to put the Imprisoned in the Moon back on top because instant speed removal is good. I'll go to my draw step and draw the Imprisoned. I will play Sarah's Sanctum as first land for turn, and I will play this Forest as my second. Let's activate the Sanctum, make 12 mana. I will use one of it and green to cast Verdun Enchantress, Verduran. Then I will 1 mana to cast a not very useful Smothering Tithe, but you know, sorry, this is 2 mana. Yeah, 2 mana, draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Before the second draw. Yeah, before the second draw, I'm gonna cast this Enlightened Tutor.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Omniscience on top. I don't think
Definitely
I'm
enough omniscience and visions, but we'll see. If you don't get there this turn,
I'm sure
I
gonna
have to
try.
fairy now. So I promise you that's coming out next turn if you get it out this turn.
Alright, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go ahead and screw it. All let's just run it. I'm gonna tap 5. Not tap 5. Use 5 floating white and then blue to cast Omniscience. Alright, that's good. I'll draw 4. Seal Primordium, draw 4. Exploration. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast Wargate. X equals 4.
I think I know what you're getting. It'll be game here probably.
Just curious, what am I getting?
You have Omniscience in play, so I would assume that you're playing another enchantment that lets you just go off.
But do you have a
Forget-
specific guess?
Sorry.
Because I said I think I know what you're getting. I'm curious.
Ability?
No, that,
Oh no.
Okay.
I want my creatures to draw me cards.
I would guess it's an enchantment that makes buffs your creatures. I forgot what.
Oh, the Starfield Index.
That's 5.
Not that one. It's
Oh,
a
that's
4
5.
mana spirit one. I think that pluses your creatures as well.
Oh, yeah, that makes you spirit. Or,
That'd be my guess.
yeah.
The hollowed one, yeah. That's not what I'm getting. It's a reasonable guess. I'm getting Abundance.
Oh, so you're guaranteed to draw lands then. Or guaranteed to draw.
Lands, yeah. And very specifically, it also means I can't deck out here, which is important.
Right.
I'm gonna play Blind Obedience, draw 4 non-lands, Wild Growth, and we'll play until we get to the real thing. Privileged Position, Eidolon of Blossoms, Treachery. I'll play to Eidolon, draw 5 non-lands. Suppression Field 1, Sensitive Familiar 2, Out of Time 3, Nexus of Fate 4. I'll cast Nexus of Fate.
So that gives you infinite turns then, because you're guaranteed to draw the rest of your deck. Okay, I'll call it there.
I'll kill with Tuvasa.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright, GG.
Ooh, GG.
Yep.